Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Alone, you and I intertwine. Refreshing conversation for the mind. As we stare, we both seek and hope to find real love purified. Oh,
use your heart and not your eyes. Baby, just relax and ride. You got time, then I got time. Yeah. Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Use your heart and not your eyes, baby. Whoa, ha, whoa, ha, whoa, ha. Whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, whoa, ha, whoa, ha, whoa, ha. Whoa, ha, whoa, ha, ha.
whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha. Whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, whoa, ha. Whoa, ha. Whoa, ha, ha, ha. Whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha. Oh, whoa, ha.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. Is Jaden XD riding on the quiet storm.
And on the wings of love.
WCNT.
Only the two of us together flying high. Literally.
Yes. Only on WCNT.
WCNT, my block. It's country radio.
Oh, God. That's white women's nigger.
It is, which is why I like using it. Because they just be in so...
Listen, they melt, okay?
And don't let them be with their kids. My child is right here. So is mine, bitch. Shouldn't have been a cunt.
Right. I didn't say you are one. I said you was acting like one.
I didn't say you was a cunt. I said you was acting like a damn cunt.
Oh. Did we ever say R.I.P. to Greg?
Yeah, we did. I think so.
Did.
But R.I.P. Greg Leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A real one.
Honk the horn on him, Greg. Toot, toot,
toot,
beep,
toot.
beep. Woo,
Black
Lord.
love.
Mm-hmm. It's the best, actually.
Anyway, we're here back with another episode of Black Nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah. You know, I'm good.
You didn't give me no AKA this week. I was looking forward to it.
And you know what? I had it and I lost it. I'm gonna start writing them down. I had it.
I just think of them randomly. So I was like, oh,
no,
okay, I know what it is.
It was in relation. Damn. It was about. I know it was about Toni Braxton.
The Grammys are upstairs.
Yeah, it was something like that, but it was something clever. Damn it! I hate when I'm not witty.
That's It's retrograde, nigga. Not saying it at the same time. It is though, nigga, and it came in heavy. Like a period. Okay.
Like a wrecking ball.
Okay. Okay, your favorite bitch.
Wreaking havoc on the airwaves. God.
Ooh, Lord, if we could see the retrograde, that's literally what it would be doing. It's swinging through the world, nigga. Just swinging.
I feel like I've been, you know how like, remember that episode of Martin with Tommy the Hitman Hearns and after and Martin got beat up? That's how I feel like. Cause it's just like all
Where he looked like the grape with the saxophone.
Or he looked like one of the people from Moonwalker on you remember in Moonwalker? I don't know. This might be for people who were born before 1997.
Or your parents are real niggas.
Yeah, right. Or just shout youth moment. So, you remember when Speed Demon was about to come on? So Michael Jackson had all them tourists running behind him, and it was like the two white people who had like it was like claymation,
and they look creepy. They look like
yeah.
Look, Granny. Mandavani? No, Michael Jackson!
They look like remember when they had that bubblegum monster on Ghost Rider?
Yes.
Yeah, that purple
word.
Do. Why when I used to be sitting in my mom's car and the windows would fog up, I'd be writing help backwards.
I used to do that too.
I used to be like, help in the window.
That's the only time my mother would ever be upset with me. She's like, stop that.
Yeah, my mom too. Don't write that on my car. It's going to stay when it dries. Ooh, Ghost Rider was a time. That's what we need to. Can we react to Ghost Rider?
Maybe. You know, they rebooted it.
With new kids?
Well, yeah.
Nah, fuck
the other ones are our age, if not older.
Well, nigga, help. Nigga, put us in the... Put me in the reboot, bitch. I want to get caught in the basement and stuck. And Ghost Rider got to help me figure out how to get out.
Right. It was, if you guys didn't know, Ghost Rider was a mystery series through PBS for kids. And it took place in like the Bronx.
I thought it was hard. Oh, no, it was Brooklyn.
We don't know where he came from.
He just showed up one night.
What is that thing?
He's not an alien.
What is he?
We think he might be a ghost.
You serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Brooklyn.
Oh, well, you know, even better.
They filmed it in Fort Greene.
Really? Mm-hmm. Really?
Remember that one episode where somebody had exotic pets? You don't remember that? And then they found out that the person was selling exotic animals, and they were like, this is wrong. And they went down to that little basement thing. That's where they saw them exotic animals. And it just reminded me of that Citizen app alert that I got where that nigga had a tiger in the apartment on Linden Boulevard. Right down the block from Downstate, nigga. Just a tiger and a motherfucking pre-war, nigga. like, how do you get upstairs?
Why? Why?
Where does it shit? Like,
right.
what? I have so many questions.
Yeah, and like, in the amount of food you would have to feed it. Like, was it a baby tiger or was it like a full tiger?
It said, tiger rescued from apartment on blah, 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 Linden Boulevard. Down the block from Downstate, nigga.
Listen, I'm just saying, based on my, knowledge of like, wildlife from, Joe from Netflix.
Not that being your reference.
Yep. Hey, kitty, kitty. That's
Hey, kitty girl, it's your world. Why is that making a resurgence every episode?
I don't know. Hey, kitty nigga.
Hey, kitty nigga, I pull triggers. If you walk up on me, nigga, you gon' see. Hey, kitty nigga. That is my jam. Hire me for the remixes. I'll be the new Puffy. Bye bye.
Oh, yes.
Have me some twins. Kill my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Ooh,
Sorry.
I'm a nigga. You're a nigga, babe. Wow.
Next thing pop up, it was me. Tell him it was me. And I will be exonerated and go on to live a very successful and rich life and date Lori Harvey.
Oh, well,
You know.
I mean,
work.
you know, I don't know if that's goals, but
If I was
She
going to be
is
Puffy, that's
goals.
what I would have to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
Yeah. I'd have to kill you, friend. I'm so sorry.
damn. I mean, you know, for the greater good.
You know.
Anywho. How was your week?
Chaotic, apparently.
That went really dark, really fast.
Right? I'm like, man, we topped ourselves.
Yeah.
Self-love.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was productive. It was very productive, actually. And you know, I felt grown as fuck and old at certain times. You know, I was getting all my final stuff done for my culinary school.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And all of that. So, you know, I said, you know, a bitch is real dedicated when she go back in her 30s now. Like, and then my homegirl in
Man.
Jamaica started school again. Also a mother, also in her 30s. And so she started, and I sent her a message, and I was like, bitch, I'm praying for us both, nigga. We are dedicated. And she was like, nigga, you go back in your
Yeah.
30s, that's when you know it's real. Bitch is actually trying
Yeah.
to learn some shit. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I was doing a whole lot of that this week, and you know, a lot of work. We're getting a lot of things wrapped up over here and ramped up over here and ramped up elsewhere. So, you know, it's been a productive week. How was your week?
It has been a trying week.
I'm sorry.
However, yeah, but I mean, it has been eye-opening too, which has been good. It's also, what did I do this week? It was kind of productive. I guess I could say it now. Excuse me, now that it's out. So I'm a part of a collective.
Yes.
Yeah, it's some of the elite rising creators, black male creators in the LA area, and we get to produce something really, really cool individually for you all to see for the good people at Movember, who put on No Shave November, who, you know, is a nonprofit. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to show you my really big, cool, I can't tell you what it is yet project this fall. So it's really cool.
That's dope. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I also, what else happened this week? You know, a lot of times, I don't know, retrograde be having me in a blur.
Also, like, weed be having me in a blur. TikTok is definitely making a resurgence of old songs new again.
Listen, when you said SWV is now Anita Baker, I felt that shit.
I'm telling you. They came
It's
singing
true.
T-Pain to me, and I was like, now, wait a minute.
See?
She's singing Apple Bottom Jeans, and this little heifer gets to the part where she says, she's like, the whole club's looking at her. And I was like, what the hell do you know about a club? What?
Listen, because all TikToks, all they just do is doing this, the Simone
The
with
whole
the
club
grease.
looking at
Right.
her.
It's so chaotic.
It really is.
I will say though, have you ever? Oh gosh, I know I have to send these to you directly, but this is more for the listeners. When you get down and want to watch some really funny but dark shit, go on YouTube and look up dark humor TikTok. There is some shit there. So let me tell you what happened in one of them. So one of them is a really big TikTok where this guy tells about how he came out to his parents or his family. Mm-hmm. And he does it through like audio, like, you know how they have like the text to audio thing. And so he has it like scripted. So each of his family members is like, you know, an emoji. Mm-hmm, so he's like, you know, Mom, I'm gay. One of his eldest sisters is like, yes, queen, yes, let's get you a boyfriend. So his mom and his other sisters are like, you know, you're going to hell, you're going to hell. And so like the dad is at the bottom and doesn't say anything. So it's like, yeah, you're going to hell. The mom suggests conversion therapy. Other sisters are like, what? And then it's just like a long silence. And then at the bottom, the dad, it's an asterisk, dies from cancer. So,
That was you last week.
so it's like,
And not be thinking your grandpa was a drag queen.
right? So it's like there's some, like, it's, TikTok is pretty funny.
Right,
Let
me see. Nah, I don't want to pay for these ads.
Oh yeah, Fred, I think you know, YouTube Premium is a staple in my household.
I guess I didn't. Okay. Let's see. All things TikTok. Okay. Dark humor TikTok compilation. Mm-hmm. Nigga, orphanage kid acting up.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Wait! That was a skit of an orphanage kid and the teacher's pet. And then they had the Annie playing in the background. So when he said on the part of the song to go, what's that? The teacher goes, I'm going to call your father.
Oh my God.
Kid, what's that?
Oh my God. Oh, he's born in the 80s.
Oh, he is.
Aw.
In Fort Greene. He's us.
Yeah. Relatable content.
Good job.
But yes, that has been my portion this week. The internet is a vile, horrible place. However, in every dark cloud, there's a smoky gray lining.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh. A couple of announcements to make though. For one, as always, you can find us where the real mess lives on Patreon.
Always. That's
$7
right, he's talking about
holla.
his dead drag queen granddaddy. who's not a drag queen at all. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at your granddaddy being dead. My granddaddy's dead too, so. But
The granddaddy is the drag queen.
oh my god.
No. Anyway. And it's not just recaps. There's a bunch of stories in between the recaps because honestly, we don't give a shit about these shows. So it's just about like the banter, the witty content in between.
It's fun.
Yeah. We also do lives. And we're about to do more of them. We also have a YouTube channel. Speaking of YouTube, we have decided to combine 90 Day Fiancé recaps to every other week.
Because each episode is 40 days and 40 nights. and 85% of it is recap with 15% of new shocking content.
Right.
So we're going to combine every 2 weeks, and the seasons are 20 episodes long. Nobody needs 20 episodes of Jaden XD talking about 90 Day Fiance the other way. So we will combine every other week and drop, as we did this week, 2 episodes at a time. And yeah, continue the fun. And we got other stuff coming to YouTube too, so it's a good time.
Right. Also, subscribe to us on Discord. The link is in the description box, wherever you're listening. That's also where the tea and mess lives for all of our XD community Todd.
Yep.
Yeah.
It should be up by now. Individual skits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. On our YouTube channel.
Yeah. So the individual Jaden XD variety show skits should be on the YouTube channel. So you don't have to skim through the whole live event to find it.
Which you should, though. It was great.
It was a good time. But in case you want to go do a recap of the actual variety show itself, there will be the individual clips on YouTube. And then Patreon will be receiving the full variety show in its entirety.
Yeah, we have to dig the bloopers out, too. So...
Yes, in Patreon will also have the bloopers. That's going to take a little bit of time, so everybody send me.
Yeah, because there's a lot of bloopers, and there's just some stuff that can't ever see the light of day.
No, like most of our pre-recorded conversations.
Yes. Woo!
Why don't you just put them on their own island? But anyway, let's take a break, and we'll come back with more nothingness.
Yeah. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And we're back. And today's episode is brought to you by Tushy.
Is your butt clean enough to sit on the couch naked?
Show is.
Okay, good. But if it's not, for some of my little crumb bunnies out there, get a Tushy, the modern bidet that attaches directly to your toilet in under 10 minutes. Tushy is the modern bidet for people who poop. Just poop, wash, and pat that booty dry. The Tushy bidet features washing your bum with water for a better clean than toilet paper. Washing with water is less irritating and more soothing for your butthole. Easy to install, so it attaches to the toilet in under 10 minutes. No electricity or plumbing needed. And for myself, I don't even have a conventional toilet. I just bought the little adapter through the website. Boom, done. And using a Tushy bidet reduces your toilet paper use by 80%, saving you money, and also fights at Costco. It's also eco-friendly and very stylish.
Yeah, it is. I have one, and I don't know where I would be without it, honestly.
Not at all. Nor my butthole.
Like, when I go places, it's like, why don't you have a Tushy? Like, that's gross. So, like, Tushy has a full product line to help make the restroom the best room, including the Tushy Ottoman, which is the sleekest toilet stool designed to help you poop at 100% of the time. Rated number 1 by the Wirecutter, which is super important. New Tushy brush, the only toilet brush with disposable scrubbing pads so you can use a clean brush every time, and more. So, I know, right? Start washing with a Tushy bidet for a better clean. Go to hellotushy.com/JXD to get 10% off plus free shipping. This is a special offer for our listeners at hellotushy.com/JXD for 10% off. After you buy and install your Tushy, show it off. Tag us at hellotushy on Instagram.
It's truly incredible. Like, it's truly incredible. Ask me about my butthole.
Right. It's really cool because I wear that T-shirt all the time, and ask me about my butthole. And people do ask me about my butthole.
Which is
like,
why
it's great.
I wear mine in the house, but it's a very comfortable T-shirt.
Yeah. I mean, I wear mine around LA because, it's commonplace.
That's fine, yeah. For myself
If-
and, street harassment, I avoid wearing a shirt that says ask me about
Well,
my
you would think I
butthole.
would do that too, but again, it's Los Angeles. Everything operates on vibes.
This is true. This is
Yeah.
true.
Right. Oh my goodness. So, do you like, how do you go to sleep? Like, do you go with TV on? Like, what is your nighttime routine? Like, how do
It
you prepare to go to bed?
depends. Okay, so, I'm working on this nighttime routine situation. I made a nighttime tea blend with a bunch of, like, different herbs that I will show off to you all soon. But a bunch of different herbs that are for calming and for sleep improvement. I am a TV person to go to sleep, but as of lately, I have been intentionally turning the TV off when I feel myself dozing. I also stay up way too late, so that's part. Like usually when it's time for me to get into bed, it's time for niggas to start getting up in a couple of hours. But so like I fall asleep rather quickly. But I've started turning my TV off and like talking to spirit a little bit before I go to sleep. I'm like, you know what? That's a better usage of my time than falling asleep to living single.
That's fair.
Why do you
That's
ask?
fair. Well, because there are moments where we fall asleep to the TV, most nights, honestly. But if it's not like something watching TV like Golden Girls, like most people in the world do, or Living Single, we do like the, on YouTube, they have like airplane noises, like white noises and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, nigga, the rain. A thunderstorm, my favorite.
But I've also found something has been very helpful with sleep.
What's that?
So, Discovery Plus has uploaded every episode of How It's Made.
Copy paper. We'll check it out again and again and again. Jeans. Stay tuned for a demonstration. Computers. Here's some hard data for you.
So, How It's Made is a show that tells you step by step how to make the most random products in the universe. They'll have episodes about making earrings to like ding dongs and to like
Screws.
making and gates and like the awnings that go on top of boats. You know what I mean? Batteries. They it's a whole bunch of stuff. So I watch it to go to sleep now because it's like interesting, but it's like boring content, right?
Yeah, but it's like good for passing out. That's
Right.
how I felt about The Crown. Every time. It just
Well,
put
I
me
think
right
that's-
to sleep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's fair. Yeah. The reason why I bring this up is because of what we're talking about today is some shit that we didn't know, right?
Yes.
Like, I didn't know. So when I was talking about Grammys earlier, I didn't know that like it is made of a proprietary blend of metals. So you can't necessarily copy or make your own Grammy.
Wait, what?
Right. So the company that the Grammys like enlist to make the actual statues for people, that company has their own proprietary blend of alloy metals so that you're getting an authentic Grammy and not a cheap knockoff.
Oh.
I know.
Which means they're very expensive and they could be using that money to feed children.
Yeah, or ending homelessness in Los Angeles. Yeah, but that doesn't align with the vibes.
So I found out randomly that jeans were not originally meant to be washed. They were originally meant to be frozen. to kill the bacteria, but not fuck up the shape.
Yeah, people still do that though.
Yeah, I didn't know
Like-
nothing about that nigga.
Yeah, I thought it. I don't know. People do question. Be like, "Are you black for real?" Like, no, nigga. Like, I watched an iron shit. So, like, I don't know. So, when I started working, when I got a young white supervisor, is when I learned. She was like, "Oh, I don't wash my jeans. I just put them in the freezer." And I'm like, "So, like, what if you get like a stain or something?"
They
like,
spot clean and then throw them
Yeah,
in the
they spot
freezer.
clean and put it back in the freezer. Like,
Which is essentially
like-
what dry cleaning is, but without the frozen element.
yeah.
Which is why I don't really vibes with the dry cleaning like that.
I also don't wear enough stuff that needs to get dry cleaned.
Like I have a couple pieces where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, nigga, I can't do nothing with this. But
Yeah, same, like coats and stuff.
yeah,
But I don't.
But I still am very weirded out by the process of dry cleaning, because somewhere in my mind it's just a bunch of chemicals and it don't really wash nothing out. I don't know. It's just a me thing. It's just a me thing. Well, I want to know what else you know.
I know a lot of things.
Well, since you knew about the frozen jeans, here I thought I was coming with the heat. I thought I was hitting you with the heat.
Do you know where 95% of the world's bourbon supply comes from?
Bourbon supply? Mm-hmm. No.
Take a wild guess.
Tennessee. Kentucky.
Yes, Kentucky.
None of that stuff off the vine. But if I can't get some Kentucky bourbon, I'll settle for some
I don't know.
Tennessee.
The cousin fucker state.
Yeah. Can't get through that without a bottle.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know.
Oh, well, ooh, I don't know. That's
I don't
gross.
know,
That's gross.
because
Next.
Did you know the severed head of a sea slug can grow a whole new body?
No, I did not.
Yes. It can literally grow an entire body.
So that's literally just like a big ass amoeba then.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're like
You
a
know-
snail. And
Yeah. So you can't put salt on them. You know, when I was a kid, like when it would rain, we would get a lot of snails and stuff on our sidewalks and stuff. And so my grandmother would just salt away, and it would be like, I'm melting.
that is such a... I saw a slug I need to send you the slug that I saw in front of our building. Because you know that cemetery is around the way. And so we be getting all the random shit. I told you we had a leaf bug. I opened back the shower and there was a big ass leaf bug on the drain. And I was like, nigga, how did a leaf bug get in Flatbush? And Noah and Tristan were walking and saw a praying mantis on the fucking a brandy on the fence. As they passed by, and he was like, "What about all of the things that you said? What about all of?"
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god! If Ray J was a bug, what would he be?
Ooh. I don't see him as a bug.
I know, because he's hard to kill.
Yeah. He's more of like a, what animal would he be?
I mean that figuratively.
Yeah.
What animal would Ray J be? A lizard?
I'm sure there is somebody in your life that you haven't introduced to me that you think is a nice guy.
Everybody I know is animals.
Everybody.
I don't know nice people.
You don't?
Maybe chameleon? I don't know, because he little, but he into stuff.
Right, and like all over the place, but then can hide.
Yeah, I don't want to
think he
say
would be a
mousy.
lizard. No,
Yeah,
those are also-
maybe.
you can kill a mouse pretty easily. I think he'd be a lizard.
Okay.
Speaking of which, do you know the smallest reptile was first reported this year?
Really?
Mm-hmm. A tiny chameleon.
Tiny, 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 tiny chameleon. It comes and
They
goes.
found it in northern Madagascar. And
It is so
measures-
small.
Well, how do you do? Hold on. That's 1.13 inches. So it's not even 2 inches. This chameleon. This tiny chameleon.
Tiny, 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 tiny chameleon.
But the genitalia of the males measures almost 20% of its body length.
Oh my gosh.
That's like this manager I had. We used to work at the jazz club, and when we would have the pre-staff meetings or the pre-shift meetings, me and my one coworker would sit there. We'd be like, "Why is this nigga's ball so big?" They just sit on the bar, they just sit on the bar stool, and it wasn't like an attractive thing. Like, God damn it, they got a big dick. No, like it was just like big intrusive balls, and his pants would be too small, and we would be sitting there like, that nigga has big balls.
Wesley Warren Jr., known to his friends as Warren, suffers from a condition called massive scrotal lymphedema. Put simply, his testicle sac has swollen to enormous proportions.
Maybe he injects them with saline.
I don't think so. He wears square toe shoes. He ain't doing all of that.
Oh, okay. Because people do that. You know, no kink shaming, just people do that.
I figured out why babies and little kids' feet is so cute.
Why?
Because their bones don't harden until they're an adult. Many of your like feet bones, they don't harden until you become an adult.
Oh yeah, babies are like mice.
That's why they don't be walking around with like little bunions and shit. Can you imagine a baby with bunions?
Oh, that'd be so cute.
No, it wouldn't. Can you imagine little baby sandals and the toes is all going?
I know, that'd be so cute.
They go west
to
and
get
east.
you a little Dr. Scholl's.
Little corrector shit.
Yeah.
They already make those.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cute.
No, we wouldn't. Baby bunions, nigga, that's weird. The little soft toe, all curled to the sides.
Like baby corn.
Ooh, I got an aunt with some bunions. Boy, let me tell you something.
Yeah. Yo. I've seen bunions. I've seen bunions and corns, and when they tell you, but ooh.
Her bunions be screaming, I know that's right, queen. Like,
yeah.
when she wears sandals. But when she don't wear sandals, I'd be like, how? How?
Yeah.
How? And you know, I'm not bunion shaming. Yes,
we could bunion shame.
I'm shaming. Somebody's gonna write it and be like, I can't help it because it's hereditary. I got bunions and hammer toes. Like,
I can't
I'm
win.
sorry, bitch. Go scream to God, bitch. Write him an email. You can't. JNXD didn't do it.
That's
oh my
like,
God, baby bunions is creeping me out. What were we about to say?
That's like, I was watching this TikTok, again, YouTube, and there was a conference, and one of the people stood up and was like, you know, they're a differently abled person, so they asked the audience to like, you know, reduce the chatter in the room because it makes them, you know, it sets something off in them not well. And so everybody was like, okay, work, whatever, fine. And then it like escalated to be like, you know, thank you for not using gendered language. And then it was like, thank you. It was like, please stop. And so like the host is like in like a Tumblr refugee, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to
Wait,
do.
what the fuck? Where was
that? Some conference, I'm sure that involved queer people because only those type of conferences involve queer people. Because I mean, it's true.
I mean,
heteros don't care about that stuff as much as they need to.
No, it's true.
So
it's true. It's true. Have you ever heard of Easter Island?
Yes.
You know, with the big heads.
Mm-hmm.
So you know them heads got bodies, nigga.
Really?
I'm dead ass. They have full torsos that measure up to 33 feet, nigga. Can you imagine if that shit just stood up?
Easter Island's Moai, the multi-ton statues, some measuring more than 20 meters in length and weighing more than 75 tons, were carved out of the island's quarry of volcanic tuff and then transported, some of them several miles over the island's rugged terrain.
I would shit myself and need my tushy because
literally, no.
Have you ever seen them heads?
Yeah.
Imagine one of them bitches standing up. It's like a transformer.
First of all, how? Like a little body and a big ass head.
You ain't see, the bodies measure 33 feet, nigga.
Yeah, but how, like, wide or slender?
Tall.
Yeah, but it could be a big ass head.
But 33 feet of that big ass stone standing over you? That does not sound frightening.
Yeah.
Imagine if these niggas just all got up and started walking around. Like,
I don't know. I've seen more scary things in the Bronx.
This is true. Oh my
You know
God.
what I mean?
There was this. You know what? No, I'm not even going to say that on here. I'll tell you afterwards. Because there was this nigga screaming through the street yesterday. And what he was screaming. You know, it's always a nigga screaming in the street, right? You just ignore it, keep walking. Which is what we did. You ignored him and kept walking. But it was very hard not to react. Okay. Abe, you have to cut this out.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Everybody in this room has an opinion on baby names. Now, you might not think that you do. Might not be something you've ever thought about before. But if I were to tell you that Kim Kardashian West and Kanye West named their children
And we're black, talking about things we didn't know and other rando. So I know your sister just had a baby. Congratulations to them. I wanted to share with you the names that are trending for 2022.
Okay.
So I want to let you know that it was a dark and perilous time in the last 18 months.
That's why all the pandemic babies cry.
Yeah. So just know that these names are to be taken with a grain.
Oh, God.
Of
one of the
malt
names is
liquor.
salt, isn't it?
Well, we'll see. So they break them down by like categories, right? So a lot of people are thinking of like playful names, like Lulu,
That's a nickname.
Ziggy,
Okay.
Teddy,
Teddy.
Coco,
Why?
Buddy.
No. No, they're not. No,
I
they're
think
not.
it's racist if you name your child Buddy.
I know. I feel like that. I feel
Yep.
like Buddy was the conjugated form of boy.
It's the vosotros of boy.
Come on,
Yeah.
nosotros, vosotros.
Yes. Yeah, shit.
Well, I don't like that. My hairs just start standing on it.
Nope, I don't like. I told you.
Wait.
Like,
Okay,
buddy.
That's actually a perfect transition. Do you know why we get goosebumps?
No.
You know, some scientists might say that it's, to hold warmth in your body or whatever. But we got it from the ancestors, nigga. And you could look it up.
Oh, so it's some we be knowing shit.
George A. Bubinick. He's a psychologist and a professor. He says that basically our hair would raise to like basically make our ancestors look bigger than what they were and appear more intimidating to ward off predators. So it was a defense mechanism. So we have less hair than they had now, so we look less intimidating. But they said that's part of the reason. Isn't that crazy? Now I don't know if
I
this
believe
is white
it.
ancestors or black ancestors.
Well, white people don't have ancestors.
They got ghosts. Help.
Back to baby names.
Sorry.
So, there's another category, like people are moving towards earthy names. So, Zephyr. Ocean.
Okay, I've heard that.
Capri.
My sister had a girl in her class named Pacific Oceana back in the day, but go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Capri. I know a couple of Capris. So, I mean,
That's one of
still
Kobe's
like
babies' names, right?
I feel like it.
And
yeah, like Capri is one of those like names like Deja
They got
or
a name named
like
Coco.
yeah. I think so too. Yeah. But yeah, like Capri, Deja, those type of names, like they're casual black names.
Yeah,
in the hood.
Latasha, Latoya.
Yeah. Same thing.
All the black girls in the 80s nickname is Nicole.
Yeah. There's Meridian.
No, I haven't heard that one yet, but I am waiting on it.
Forest. The problem is
I know
the
some
problem
trees.
is the problem is I feel like there's Forrest Whitaker and stuff like that. So I just kids are so far removed from like Forrest Gump, so they wouldn't get like the jokes and shit. You know what I mean?
No,
I just wouldn't name my child Forrest.
That's like when you said buddy. Like I automatically like I go to my buddy and sing in the jingle, but these niggas don't know that.
So the next one I am here for, Sequoia.
Ooh, I like Sequoia.
Sequoia, so tall and so free. Sequoia.
And then there's Lotus.
I like Lotus too.
I like Lotus, but as like a middle name. And
that's real.
Bali, which I also like as a middle name. I wouldn't name my child Bali, but then like people name their children Asia and shit like that. So
right, I got a cousin named Milan and a cousin named Cairo.
Yeah,
and an Asia.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I
and
know somebody named Africa. Like it's just people do that.
Oh, girl, I told you like that girl in my class who said nigga and niggeria. I still could slap that bitch to this. If I go back in time, if they asked me if I could go back in time to do anything, and I could just do a slew of things, I might could change my fortune, I might just choose the pettiness of going back to slap this bitch for calling Nigeria niggeria. American is boy.
You know what's funny? Chris Rogers and I had a conversation one day. He asked me like, "What would you tell yourself?" like 20, like well, in my case, like, yeah, almost like 20, 25 years ago. And I would be like, I had like 3 words. I said, it's not Kelly.
It's not Kelly?
Mm-hmm. Think about it. Back in the day, we all thought it was going to be Kelly Rowland who was going to be, you know.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Yeah. Just tell you to go back in time and tell yourself.
Your younger self would be
it's not Kelly.
It's not Kelly? No.
No.
Nah. She's a Fabletics ambassador.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Which, there is no shade in that because, honey, let me tell you, it gets me through them walks. Them Fabletic pants. They try to scam you. They try to scam you with that motherfucking subscription bullshit, though.
I have a pair of the Fabletics men's shorts. I know Kevin Hart was hawking them, but whatever. The Fabletics men's shorts is cute, but I really want the leggings that
I wear the
Rowland
leggings. You know, they're good. I really like. They're my favorite leggings I found thus far. There's a couple of black-owned brands that I was hip to that I would like to try as well. So I'm gonna order from them, but I did get me a couple pairs of Fabletics to get me through the week, and let me tell you, they do mama right. They do mama right. You know, pear cider is not made from pears.
What is it made from? Apples and pears, or apples and white grapes?
So, it is made from apples because all ciders are made from apples.
So that's misleading. So why do they call it? So where's the pear flavoring from? They just add like pear extract or something?
So there was some beverages can be made from pears. So what that drink is known as Perry. So basically they took the Perry, which was popular, you know, over there, and then they didn't want it no more. You know how they do.
It's like sherry wine.
Kind of, but pear. And
Got
then
it.
in the 90s, they rebranded it as pear cider.
Harry, you know you are a boy's best friend. You're more than just a passing trend. You're like a treat from a kid.
Which is deceitful
I never
because
knew
I
that.
very much enjoy pear cider.
So, me too. I told you, like, when I had pear cider and I had blueberry cider when I met Terrell Owens.
Right. Which blueberry cider is, the base of it is apple with blueberries
That's
in
like
it.
That's like when you like look at a Capri Sun and like you look at the base and it's a lot of apple and shit in it.
Yeah, exactly. Or like a lot of juices have apple as as like the base juice.
That's why Apple is that girl. I don't know why people keep like.
Now Angry Orchard, I think Angry Orchard makes their pear cider from pears. I think.
I've never had their pear cider.
Oh, it's actually delightful.
Really? I think, but again, you know, I don't really drink anymore. But like the last Angry Orchard thing I had was the rosé, which I loved. Oh, she was delicious.
Oh yeah, she's good too. The pear is that girl.
I have to get it.
And then there's the unfiltered. You know, if you want a little bit of, unfiltered. But they got the unfiltered, like because they got the little fall packs.
I have to get some. Send us some, Angry Orchard. I would love some.
Yeah, Angry Orchard. We had a good time together.
Right.
We had a blast.
Get some. I have more baby news for you.
Okay, yeah, I want random stuff. You know I like to know random stuff.
So, white people are setting up their children for failure. So, you know, white people love naming their children like old names. And that's going to be a resurgence in 2022. So we're going to see a lot of Ralphs.
So which means Ralphie is coming back. Which means a bunch of badass redheaded kids.
Sally.
Well, actually, it may not be as many of them as it was in the past because the census said that white people going extinct.
I know.
They're in
That's
danger.
so wild.
And they mad about it, boy. That's where January 6th came from.
Mm-hmm. And the resurgence of the EW.
I just thought of an alternative white history fact.
I don't know if that's alternative.
It's
More so
not.
just a fact.
White people mad because they're in danger.
Listen, that's all where it stems from.
They on the list with bees and white tigers.
Yeah. And polar bears.
Okay? And whatever that mix of that turtle and that lizard is. They Oh, y'all know it's funny.
Oh yeah, they're so bad. We are in danger, girl. We have to take back the night.
That's what they ghosts is walking around telling them. You in danger, girl.
Yeah.
You and your lineage.
Mm-hmm. George
Oh,
Washington just.
But ironically, there's more children being born now than ever before, they said. But everybody...
Which
you know
is
how
wild.
It's crazy because everybody be screaming about how nobody wants to have babies. You're killing off the human race. No, nigga. White people ain't having babies. And that's what y'all mad about.
Right. Everybody else is procreating just fine.
Let me tell you something, because over here, the blacks and browns, honey, we gets busy. Like, we have babies. And y'all just mad because we having more babies.
Dude, I sing like a bee when I'm making love, you know? That's what I do. That's Chico Divine. That's my thing. That is my hobby. I do karate and get girls pregnant.
Or you mad because some of your people is mixing with our people. Babies ain't white no more.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of us is just gonna be bad together then.
Okay. What's your mother?
Guess who? Guess who won the very first? Who was the black artist who won Album of the Year? Who was the first black artist who won Album of the Year at the Grammys?
Michael Jackson?
No.
Older or younger?
Same era-ish. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
same.
Peabo Bryson. Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
Yeah!
Bonus points for the album.
You will know. What hearts will know. Sorry, I had a moment. I love that.
Bonus points for the album. You have to guess it.
Oh, wait. Okay. What year? Give me a year.
No, because that gives it away.
No, it don't, because that nigga released a fire ass album every year for like
I know.
Hotter Than July.
No.
Fulfilling This First Finale.
No.
I didn't want to go to Songs in the Key of Life first.
No. I understood that, but no.
Okay, wait. No, not characters. Footstep. What is it?
Inner Visions.
Ah!
Where hate's a dream and love forever stands. Or is this a vision in my mind?
I was trying not to go obvious with either one, but Inner Visions
1973
is one of his best albums. Wait a minute, hold on. We just got to go through the track list right quick because we here. Wait a minute. We just have to, because the whole album is motherfucking Al Green hot grits, nigga. Like,
51 minutes of solid Negro.
I'm too high. I'm too high. Man, I'm coming down. And then Visions, which we know is literally like the song in which all the jokes come from, where niggas would be like, all right, enough is enough. This nigga can see. Because...
And Timbaland sampled that song to give us the greatest genuine song of all time. I'll do anything. I'm sorry.
I'll do anything. Anything you want. That's my word is born. Baby, I was wrong. Please forgive me for what I've done. I'm sorry.
I'll do anything.
Can't you tell by the look in my eyes? That nigga used to sing so hard.
I know.
9 o'clock! All alone! Paging you! Wishing you'd come over to my place. They could put that over a Tushy ad.
Well, yeah, for straining, and if they use it, then they won't strain no more. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, you know, because the water goes, choo, and then it loosens things up, and bloop.
It goes.
Or you niggas could just eat vegetables. I'm ready. You said for the Tushy. I'm ready to do. Baby, let me do.
I was reading the comments on the live show, and they talked about how latrine, the latrine ad was very similar to our queef runoff. I was like, well, yeah, that's where it came from. Yeah, that's where it came from.
I mean, same humor.
Yeah, queef.
Just good dank.
Yeah.
Nothingness humor.
Nothingness. Nothing.
Like, you niggas are stupid. Yeah, we know.
Yes, the Larry David of drag. We are.
The Larry David of drag. I love that.
Yeah, that's what we are. Just
that
nothing.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
Oh, Golden Ladies or Intervisions.
Golden
Lady, golden. All is fair. Oh my God. All in fair in love. Love's a crazy game. Y'all don't hear the Don't You Worry About a Thing.
A song.
He should have won. He should have won for that. You know, when white people made malls, they were intentionally trying to disorient your black ass.
I mean, that makes sense.
And it has a name, just like casinos. You know how they do that with casinos, where they want you to lose track of time.
Oh, honey, because we were in Vegas. The only reason why I knew what time it was because old. I was like, nigga, it's time to go to bed. But like, otherwise, there's no concept of time.
That's on purpose.
And the fact that, yeah, they do that at the grocery store too. There's no windows at the grocery store. That's why in Bird Box, they were able to, be in the grocery store because the only windows were at the front.
Oh. They couldn't be by windows?
Yeah. Did you ever watch the movie Bird Box?
I keep telling you. I have no. I'm not watching anything else. Sandra Bullock is in After the Blind Side. I am not from Blind Side down.
Well, for one, Trevante is in it. I know. Well, let me give you a story in 140 about Bird Box. It's about COVID-19.
You said that.
And I'm being so serious. So like, it's about like, what's her face is pregnant. Sandra Bullock, she's pregnant, and she's like, I'm mad that I'm pregnant. Oh, I'm gonna do this alone because you know, on some white feminist shit. Go her, right?
Please don't take my child. Please don't take my children!
So then her sister, she's like at the OBGYN and she's seeing the news about some like sweeping shit up in Europe or whatever that's causing people to like kill themselves randomly in the streets or whatever. Can't tell what it is. People are reporting on it. It's like mass destruction or whatever, right? So all of a sudden, Sandra Bullock is leaving her appointment, whatever, and she sees this little white girl who's like staring at her, and all of a sudden the white girl turns and it starts bashing her head up against the glass trying to kill herself.
What the fuck?
And right, then all of a sudden, so she gets in the car with her sister, who's Sarah Paulson, right?
White
so then,
queen.
yeah, exactly. Listen, if Sarah Paulson ever played Frederick Douglass in American Crime Story Freedom,
I would have been happier to see her than Rivas.
Okay. With Cynthia
She could have played Aretha.
Yeah. Yes,
she could have played Effie.
Aretha.
She could have played Dina. Turn the wigs around. She could have played. Nigga, she could have played Addie, nigga. She could have played. Yo, Bubba Gump, Forrest, Jenny, all of them at the same time.
Literally at the same time, and would not be able to determine.
No,
it
she
was
could have
her.
played the whole cast of Sex and the City and Living Single and Friends.
Okay. Nutty Professor who? No.
No.
No one
Sarah
compete when you
Paulson.
can't compare with Sarah motherfucking Paulson, our white lesbian royalty.
I don't go up for no white woman's hardly, but I do goes up for a Sarah Paulson and a Jane Fonda.
Yeah. Yes.
and
a Lily Tomlin.
And a Babs.
Yeah, yes. So
so the little girl's bashing her head up against the glass.
Right, bashed up against the wall, and everybody's like tending to her. They be like, bitch, what the fuck? And so all of a sudden, like, Sandra Bullock just goes and get in the car. And all of a sudden, like, she's in the car with Sarah Paulson, and they see all this, like, accidents happening because, like, it's like some force, but you can't really see it, that's causing people to, like, commit suicide. So commit suicide is the wrong word here. I want to say that it's taking their own life. But for the context of this show and this movie, I'm going to say commit suicide. I'm going to say in their own life. I should take all that back.
Okay.
So, trying to use better language.
Okay.
So, or they just killed themselves. So, all of a sudden, Sarah Paulson's driving this, like, station wagon. All of a sudden, her eyes change and shit. It changed colors like she sees something, like, right there. And it causes her to swerve into, like, ongoing traffic to get into this car accident so she can, like, end her own life, right? So she ends up dying because she killed herself and tried to take out Sandra because it's unexplained. Nobody understands why.
Do they finally
So
explain
all of a
the
sudden,
shit?
No.
Wait, what?
Get to the story. So,
I can't.
she randomly runs into this house that's boarded up or whatever that's filled with some other people, and Trevante's in there and a couple other people, and they realize that they see that if you go outside and if you look out in whatever, you'll see this shit and you'll want to do this thing to yourself and end your life, right?
Okay.
So then, like, they test it. They put a Ring camera out and shit. And they have this little Asian man. They have B.D. Wong,
Lord.
our BIPOC king, look at the when you Google him, you're gonna be like, oh yes, I know him. They have B.D. Wong look like they chained him to like a chair to watch this computer. Right. They changed him to watch his computer to see if the camera would affect, like if they could just see shit from a camera or whatever. But no, it affected him too. So therefore, he breaks himself out of like being chained to the chair and then bashes his own head and ends his own life too. So shit is weird in the motherfucking field. So Anyway, they took this weird nigga off the street who happened to be a demon of sorts, who is the agent of this like force or whatever. Again, not explained. And he's like drawing, he's like an artist, so he's drawing pictures of these weird motherfuckers that we don't get to see, but that he sees. And so everybody in the house is like, whoa, that's fucking weird. John Mellencamp, who's also in the, not John Mellencamp, John Malkovich, excuse me. And then the movie, he's like, nigga, what the fuck? Get him out of here. They also try to go to the store, and they run into Lil Rel. That's his name? Rel
from Get Out.
Yeah, Lil Rel. He working at the grocery store. He tries to help him
always
out.
Has a random. Why is he always TSA supermarket worker? Like, why is he?
Well, because he was in the house with them, and then all of this, he was like, "Oh, I know we need to get supplies. I could go in here, go to the grocery store. They can't drive really, so they have to rely on navigation in the car because they can't see anything. Because if they see pure air or whatever, they'll die.
They'll look at the shit."
Mm-hmm. And they'll die. Just like Kaya.
So how
19.
the fuck are you supposed to drive then?
So
is that
you
why
know
she
how
was on
like
a boat with a fucking thing over her face, with a bonnet over her face?
Mm-hmm. Because she was trying to escape to freedom.
Where the fuck is freedom?
An academy for the blind.
Wait, what?
Yeah, nigga.
Wait, no. Hold on.
They
blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light.
That's exactly what happened. Trevante dies and everything.
Of course he does. He's black.
She takes her. So Sandra Bullock takes.
And she the only
other
one
little
to live,
boy.
huh?
No, this other little boy who was his mother died, like when they were in the house. She was giving birth, but like the crazy or the weird man, like took the panels off the windows to allow the demons to come inside. And so his mama became a demon and ended her life. So then Sandra Bullock took the little boy in. Mind you, she doesn't name them. She calls them boy and girl. So then
boy, buddy.
Yeah, boy and girl. So then although I think they try to leave it open for a sequel because the little girl looked a little touched too, which is her daughter.
Like she saw a touch of the touch.
Mm-hmm,
but not the whole thing.
Right. So like they make it to freedom on a boat down
and
the
freedom
riverbend.
is the academy for the blind.
Mm-hmm.
How is that freedom?
Because they can't see the thing.
How not? Because there's no windows?
Because they're blind. They can't see.
Who's blind?
The people who are at the Blind Academy.
So, but Sandra Bullock and them ain't blind.
Right. So therefore, they have to learn to be without this sense in order for them to survive.
Because they don't know how long the boogeyman's going to have the force field in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So this is about like when they be spraying for mosquitoes.
Yeah, so like when they finally got to like this academy, it was like sunshine and rainbows and like big titty bitches and french fries and shit. And like it was like Shangri-La, you know what I mean?
Speaking of french fries, you saw your girl, they found your girl, Kelly Price.
Did they? Oh, well, yeah, they did, because I finally saw her speak on TMZ Live. Mm-hmm. I still don't...
No, you can say it, because me and Kia had a kiki.
I still think she in trouble.
Wait, what you mean?
I still think she need to blink twice.
Oh, her nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think he's still at the root of it?
Let us know, Queen. We'll get Kiki Wyatt over there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Let me tell you something. And Cravado.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She gonna come out the ground like the motherfucking Stoneheads on Easter Island.
Right. 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 There's
Wait,
way too many
okay.
sissies in Atlanta for them not to.
See, I
find
thought she
Kelly
was
Price
just
and get
being.
it.
I thought she was just being dramatic and extra.
Well, I saw on the TMZ interview, she was like, she said that she had died on the table in the hospital. She they lost me. I was gone. I flatlined. I died. And which leads me to believe that she wasn't vaccinated. And because I'm like, if you're getting that sick with a breakthrough case like that, like, I don't know about all that. But then again, I don't know what type of,
They need to stop
her
calling
health
them
is
breakthrough
like.
cases, honestly, when people get COVID, when they got the vaccine. Stop calling them breakthrough cases because it's not a breakthrough case, nigga. You still motherfucking can
You're
get this shit,
susceptible
nigga.
to get a, yeah.
You just won't. You just are not supposed to die. But niggas like,
Right.
see, they were vaccinated. No. That's not what
Right.
it is. And I'm not, whatever. Anyway, I just thought about you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't make those jokes anymore. And I shouldn't have made those jokes anymore. I shouldn't have made those jokes.
But Kelly, Curvato, Kia said Curvato got up there and said, she was like, "Oh yeah, she's fine. If you want to find out more, make sure you tune into my video today."
Oh yeah, have you ever seen Dickie Gilbert's YouTube channel?
Now you know I can only do hippo mouth.
Here's
sparingly.
Hi, I'm producer Nikki Gilbert, and I want to welcome you to my new YouTube channel, No Ego TV. If you're a fan of groundbreaking, innovative, original new series, then No Ego TV is
The part of why I keep telling you to watch YouTube is because YouTube is a place, because you know how you're the type to Google everything. So instead of going to Google, you should go to YouTube as your search engine, because therefore you can find
That
video
sounds like
content
I'm gonna find a lot
that's
of Dr. Sebi logic.
yeah, or depending upon what you're searching. So like,
Y'all
if
know
you
I'm only part
look,
Hotep.
listen, I'm a recovering Hotep myself. I understand. Remember, I didn't wear shoes for a solid 5 years of my life.
Me neither.
And I still don't wear, and I don't wear socks to this day. Still. So
I wore sneakers. I'm lying.
no,
Sneakers and Chinese slippers.
I try to be as close to the earth as possible, okay? But
I'm not as Hotepi as I once was. Neither of my
That's
parents,
good.
surprisingly. They are.
That's good, you
surprised-
know.
I'm shocked by them actually, because them niggas. That's
You
where
know,
the
it's a
apple don't
phase.
fall far, nigga.
True. So my mother called me, right? Now, mind you, I haven't talked to my mother in like a week and change
Oh
because
yeah,
she was
because she's
on.
been out gallivanting.
Were they? So, mind you, I'm like, you know, raising parents is hard. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's a full-time job.
It is.
I don't.
They're expensive.
Yes,
They're
and it's just
demanding.
like they're demanding. They take, you know, raising your parents takes a lot, and they also don't listen at all.
No.
So I had to like go and tell my mother about like privacy settings on Facebook, because I was like, Miss,
Get off of Facebook.
right? But you know, you can't tell church people that.
No,
So,
that's where
you
they
know,
get their good blessings and you know
and mess.
encouragement.
And mess, and you know, their Kev on stage videos. So
Because they love Kev on stage and they probably think he's sexy. I said they probably think he's sexy.
yeah, they do. I believe that.
You know
I
the
believe
aunties
that.
probably lust over Kev. That's why he grew that beard out.
And
Tony
what's
Baker.
his name? And the other one, Spice Adams. No, I like Spice Adams. Spice Adams is funny. He be doing that.
Oh, that.
I tried to drink it away. Hey! I tried to put one in the air. I tried to dance it away. Hey!
Because his Cranes in the Sky video has me weak every time.
Yeah, that motherfucking yellow jacket.
And when he put on the jupe in the video, I screamed for 3 days.
I do love him. But they think he's sexy.
Yeah, but you know, that's also where
Holcomb.
that's where the Saints be finding, you know, on
Right.
Facebook.
That's
There's
where they be
Spice Adams
lusting.
and Kev on stage videos. So
Tabitha Brown.
Tabitha Brown. Yes. Although I do get my dose of Tabitha Brown.
We love
on the
Tabitha.
gram.
What you mean? I'm just talking about what the Saints prefer.
Oh, that's
Sometimes
true.
me and the Saints like the same shit.
They do.
Listen, because Nikki is a saint. Okay? Auntie Nikki, who we mention all the
TT
time.
Nikki.
TT Nikki, who again you all can find in the variety show. She was the one, a group of bad bitches to me. That's an auntie, okay? She walks around the house with her phone watching 227. And
I hollered when I went in there while you get your makeup done and 227 was on. I was like, this is the most Negro thing ever. This is super colored.
we just be sitting up when we didn't have work to do and stuff like that. We just be sitting up watching 227.
Listen, don't let them put Amen on Hulu because it's about to be lights.
Shine on a light on heaven's door. Shine on me. But what was my point? Oh, Auntie Nikki stays on the Facebook, and let me tell you something. Sometimes she be sending me she sent me a video of 2 bears playing on the playground.
Oh my God.
It was 2 bears in North Carolina in Asheville, a mother and a cub. And these niggas were sliding down the slide and wrestling.
Mood.
The mother waited at the bottom of the slide while the baby bear cub slid down the slide. Meanwhile, niggas are probably scattered. They're like, ah! It's Asheville, so I assume that's KKK town. I don't know. And so they probably thought it was just black people.
Oh
on the
no, they
playground.
have
Still
like
scattered.
Asheville, North Carolina has like queer people and stuff.
Oh, word?
Yeah, one of my old coworkers, Donald, moved from
Wait, where was
New York
Jessamine?
to-
Isn't she from North Carolina?
I don't know.
You know Jessamine, right?
Yeah.
Jessamine Stanley, who we love.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jessamine.
I just don't know.
I know
North
I think she's
Carolina.
from North Carolina, or she lived in North Carolina. I wonder if that was
I
Asheville.
just want to.
Okay, well then I take it back.
Why did I think?
Well, nigga, as soon as I hear North Carolina, I'll just tell you where my mind goes.
Right.
Straight
Right.
Confederate. It just goes
right.
Confederate. I know we got
Right.
pockets of inclusion all over the country now, which is, beautiful and wonderful. But I still know what the greater of America looks like, nigga.
Yeah,
And
it's still red,
decreasingly
white, and blue.
It's decreasingly white. Why? Because
Yeah.
white people are endangered.
They are on a list, girl. With that being said, that concludes today's show.
Oh, what a beautiful
Make sure you subscribe to us everywhere. Also, I forgot to tell you, I'm doing recaps with Chris Rogers for Survivor, season 41 for Survivor CBS.
Putting your y'all about to be.
I encourage you to watch this season because there are minty of black people on this season who are, matter of fact, the queen of this season already is a black woman
Okay.
who's a preacher.
I wonder if it's Dr. B, Dr. Reverend B, who be riding around Bed-Stuy on her 3-wheeler. And she wears a t-shirt that says church lady with a Lucy in her mouth.
No, her name is Shan and she's black and Italian.
Oh, yes, of course she's black. Her name is Shan.
But yeah.
Okay, I might try to tune in for that. How many seasons?
Yeah,
how many
it's a good
episodes are we in right now?
Just one. Well, by
Okay.
the time this comes on, it'll be 2. So just
Good,
one.
so I can
far.
come sleep in the middle of y'all's bed and talk about it with you sometimes.
Yes,
Okay.
come.
All right, I'm gonna watch it.
All right, but again, find us on Patreon and YouTube and anywhere else on the internet. We love you for listening, and we'll catch you all next time.
Always. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, we're moving.